So investors have extraordinary power, both through capital allocation and through, let's say, shareholder voting, to influence what companies get up to in the world. And companies have a mixture of hugely positive impacts and many very negative impacts on the real world. And if you think about the end investors, like the millions of people with pension savings, we care about financial performance of companies, but also about the impacts those companies have. And I think the kind of forward frontier of sustainable investment is to really use the power that we have as investors to nudge companies using things like shareholder voting to dial up their positive impacts on the real world and dial down their negative impacts, let's say through excessive emissions or huge harms on the biodiversity of the world. So what we are looking for at Share Action is a world in which the powerful investors, the biggest asset managers, the biggest pension funds, are really using that power they have, which they use on all of our behalf, to press upon the directors of companies that we want business strategies and corporate operations that not only achieve tremendous financial returns, but also really have positive impacts on our lives through the impact of companies in the world. And the power is there. They've got it at the annual general meetings of companies. When you vote for the directors of those companies, you can hold them accountable. You can vote against them if those companies are having negative real-world outcomes that are excessive and problematic. And what I love about the movement for sustainable investment is that we're seeing the empowerment of the investment world to drive the companies across the world to have that more positive impact, which is great for all of us. So the people with the greatest power in the capital markets are the asset owners, typically the big pension funds, because the decisions they make about which asset managers will have money to invest on their behalf are really powerful signaling opportunities, especially around stewardship. And we are seeing, which is very positive, more pension funds and large asset owners using the power they have to select asset managers as a way to really encourage more proactive stewardship of underlying companies by asset managers. So I'm very encouraged, but I think we want to see more of it. So in the decisions asset owners make about which managers to choose, but also then in the oversight that they exercise year on year, when you've selected a manager, what questions are you asking them every year or every quarter about the use they've made of shareholder rights, for example, to really improve companies' underlying sustainability performance. So I think there's a big opportunity, and we'd like to see asset owners talking more amongst themselves about this, actually collaborating together to have joined up conversations. Let's say BlackRock's the largest asset manager in the world, has loads of clients. Are those clients talking to each other about the dialogue they want to have with BlackRock about sustainability performance and particularly about voting? So I think there's good practice happening, but a lot of opportunity to take it further, and that's a big challenge for the next couple of years.